I'm Joe Day, and the other day I made my way up into the hilly east side of Santa Fe. I'd been told about a small grocery store called Johnnie's Cash Store, and I found it on Camino Don Miguel. It's a modest adobe building, no big flashing lights and signs, of course. Inside, I found Johnnie himself, John Armijo, who started the store with his father 65 years ago. You get the feeling that this store, which sells the basics, no frills, hasn't changed much over the years, nor in general have the kind of people who come in. Johnnie, now 81 years old, describes most of his customers.
Like I say, usually the people that work in town, city of Santa Fe, gas company, P&M, down the line, and construction, a lot of construction, landscaper mostly.
This store is the kind of store that is fading, isn't it? There are not that many of these kinds of stores anymore.
Well, we don't have that type of business anymore like I used to. I mean, it hurts right now because of the economy.
The economy has hurt you, you say.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. It hurts everybody, hurts me, hurts all the contractors and down the line. They tell me they're not doing that good this year, so they're hoping to get better, but so far nothing.
While I was in Johnnie's Cash Store, a neighbor dropped by, as he does a couple of times a day.
What is your name, please?
James I. Rivera.
And you're a neighbor.
Yeah, I've been here for several years. Johnnie and I go way back. Both our families, mine and his.
Why do you come here? You continue to come here. I mean, there are a lot of big stores around.
You know what? You can't beat the friendliness of Johnnie, the old style grocery store. You can always go to Smith's. You can always go to Allsup's, but it doesn't have the atmosphere that Johnnie's little store does. And it's been here for years. All of my life it's been here.
I guess a lot of the city workers and people like that come here too.
Oh, I've seen several city workers here, on their lunch hour, people that are working around the neighborhood. They come in here, and I see a lot of people. In fact, I run into old friends that I hadn't seen in years. I see them here at Johnnie's.
Stores like this are a thing of the past, aren't they?
Oh, it's a rare commodity. I'm telling you, there's nothing like Johnnie's. Like I said, I can go to Allsup's, but I'd rather come over here, and I'd rather go out of my way just to come over here, grab a tamale, chew the fat with Johnnie, and it's just, it's home. Every time you come in here, it's old home week.
This neighborhood's changed a lot.
Oh, my God, has it ever changed? God, I think Johnnie and I and a few other families on Don Miguel that are left, everybody is brand new. I mean, when we grew up, everybody knew everybody, and everybody was related somehow or in some way or fashion, but all that's in the past, where people have passed on and families have sold homes, and now new people are coming in. But there's still a few of us, like myself, Johnnie, Levy Hills, several people in the neighborhood.
Do you have any thoughts about the new people?
No, I you know what? I really don't. I get along with all of them. I don't have a problem with any of them. This is the way I see it. If you don't get along with me, you just don't get along with people.
I did interview Mr. Rivera, who's a neighbor, and his family and your family go way back. What about some of the other neighbors? I know this neighborhood has changed a lot. Can you tell me about that?
Like what neighbors?
Well, some of the new people that have moved in.
Moved in, well, I don't know the majority of them because they don't come around. It's strictly, they're rentals mostly of this house in the area now instead of owners. They're the ones that own places here, they come and go.
But they don't come into the store that much.
If they do, I don't know who they are.
A couple of things you should know about Johnnie's Cash Store. It is strictly cash, no credit cards. Too much trouble, Johnnie tells me. And it's been known for its tamales, which used to be homemade. Johnnie says that regulations against that forced him to buy his tamales from local commercial kitchens. Tasted good enough to me. John Armijo, his wife, and a few other family members live behind the store. It's a big family spread out, as one of Johnnie's grandsons, Nicholas Anderson, tells me.
Johnnie has 9 kids, and then he has 19 grandchildren and 19 great-grandchildren.
You get together a lot?
Yeah, every holiday we all get together, meet up over at the store, which is connected to the house. Have little get-togethers over here.
Little get-together?
Or big get-togethers. We're just always here for each other and everybody else. We have a few neighbors that we consider family, and it's just the way we are, just the way we were brought up and raised.
Do you think that's disappearing, not in your family necessarily, but in our society in general?
Yeah, I think it's just a whole nother culture now.
As do others, this grandson helps his grandfather by working part-time at the store. He also works at a large supermarket.
The customers over there are nothing compared to the ones that I have here.
In what way?
A lot of the customers I have here at Johnnie's Cash Store, they're more nice, more friendly. It's kind of like about visitation, I guess.
How old are you?
23.
Do you intend to continue this tradition?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a whole family project, but I intend to.
Why?
It's just too precious to let it to dwindle away.
At Johnnie's Cash Store for KSFR News, I'm Joe Day, around and about Santa Fe.